What's happening, everyone? Welcome to GBALL Vision. I hope you are doing fantastic today. We are going to be covering some of my favorite new knives to hit the market recently that I believe you should either pick up or take a very close look at and consider buying. So let's jump right into it with the brand new CJRB Riff. And we're going to spend a minute on this one, guys, just to keep you in the know. This is newer to me. But guys, this is the absolute best CJRB button lock and maybe the best tuned button lock that I've ever handled. Out of 40 plus button locks, this might be the absolute best one. The spring detent is absolutely incredible. I have no idea how they were able to tune this knife the way that they did, but it is absolutely a dream. You can literally wind up. That's how stout this is. You have the RPM 9 stonewash drop point blade, a beautiful milled out fuller here, jimping on the spine, open construction. You have a deep carry steel rollover clip that is reversible, flipper tab, and the fuller for deployment. Nice, tall, slicey blade. RPM 9 around 60 bucks is a phenomenal steal. But what's even better is the action on this thing. It is incredible. I love what they were able to do. And I'm saying this now. This is my favorite CJRB ever. And I believe I have to give it some serious thought, but I think this could be a contender for the best action on a button lock ever. It is absolutely amazing. I don't know if I got lucky with this one or if this is how they're all tuned. I talked to someone else and they said theirs is very stout as well. And if that's the case and that's the direction they are heading with these, oh my goodness, guys, we are going to be in for some good stuff coming up. It is incredible. It feels like it's a frame lock almost. It's insane how well tuned and how stout that detent is. Guys, for 65 bucks, this knife is an absolute winner. The green micarta is well done. You have an anodized pivot collar there, steel construction, great balance. There's no milling, but I don't think it needs it. This thing is an absolute animal. Perfect primary, budget EDC, and work knife, I'm going to say. This thing is, I can't put it down. It is phenomenal. Let's check out another one. So another very new, recent new knife. Now, the design is a couple weeks old, but this model here, this version, is actually pretty brand spanking new. You have a 4V blackwash blade, and it is an absolute crazy sheep's foot blade. I love it, though. You can put your index finger right there on that little spoon. Perfect for precision cutting. I absolutely love this knife. It is insanely good. The Kobold 2, there's a couple different versions of this knife, and they have the Kobold 1 or the Kobold. I think it's in titanium. You have a deep carry, rollover steel clip there. The pocket clip screws are recessed. This is not going to be left-hand carry friendly. This thing is an absolute dream for like right around $100. This thing is insane. It sings when you open it up, has a nice ting. You have that elongated hole and this front flipper tab that works very, very well for the index rollover. The over the top is a little harder to do, but it can be done if you can get your finger out of the way. Nonetheless, works very, very well for the thumb rollover and the index rollover. The reverse flick is phenomenal. You have black aluminum handles, very well finished. You have a geared G10 backspacer in there. This design is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. Love the blade shape. Love the handle. It's pretty neutral, but my hand just melts into this grip. And then you have a nice 50-50 area here where you can choke up. The Kobold 2 guys in this version or the 154 CM. But if you're looking at this knife in micarta and 154, for a few bucks more, you can get the Blackwash 4V and aluminum. Great access to the liner. This thing is phenomenal. Let's go ahead and check out another one. So guys, this is still number one when it comes to my favorite under $50 knife of the year. This is the Petrified Fish Viking. It's still holding the number one spot for my favorite knife under $50. And for that, you get this black washed K110, Bowler K110 drop point blade. It's almost a straight back. It kind of swells up. You have this very long pull to the belly and to the tip, but this is going to do your poking tasks, your precision type tasks very well. Got a nice point. It's got a nice elongated belly. You do have some straight edge here for your longer cuts. The ergos on this bad boy are phenomenal. You can be back here if you need some reach. You can choke right up into that beautiful sharpening choil right behind it. The micarta guys for $50, guys. It's insane what we can get for $50 nowadays. I threw a titanium clip on here, but this blue micarta is phenomenal. Great access to that liner, and they gave us a chamfer on that guy. The action is absolutely absurd. You can use that little itty bitty fuller there for the thumb flick and the reverse flick. It's got a stout detent. The front flipper tab is very well executed. They run the jimping all the way to the top, and this is one of my favorite knives to do the index rollover on. Great fidget knife. The thing is a slicer. You're going to have good toughness. The corrosion resistance is going to be very well. You're going to be very well off there. Edge retention is going to be just fine. This is definitely holding the number one spot for under $50. Micarta backspacer, integrated lanyard hole. Love this thing. Let's go ahead and check out another one. Oh yeah, baby. The Devo Knives Pony Stout. And I believe there are several versions. At least the last I looked, there was one or two versions still available on whitemountainknives.com. This thing is the Devo Knives Pony Stout. I opted for the black washed 14C with micarta. Got the wire pocket clip for deep carry. You can change this guy out to a MXG, Lynch, RGT, you name it. You can change it out. Great access to that liner. But, Kev, no chamfer on the liner, man. No chamfer on the liner. Dock a half a point. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. But the knife is phenomenal. At the price point, you have a hollow ground 14C 28N blade. You have a nice ramp here if you are kind of in the choke back spot. You have this nice little spoon area here if you are choked up. Going to allow you a lot of control as far as the index grip and cuts. Right on that point, guide it any which way you want. You can be very, very precise with it if you need to be. You can be all the way back here if you need some reach and still be very comfortable. My favorite grip, though, is right here in that choked up spot on this guy. And then, of course, the index cut. The Devo Knives Pony Stout is definitely very well made. Great design. I love the Stout and Pony Stout designs. I love the swedge here. I love the flat here. It's just a very cool, unique looking blade. I love the blade shape. I love sheep's foot blades. The hollow ground blade is very slicey. This carries very well. For as small as this is, it's very comfortable and you can get a full grip on this guy. So if you are into a little smaller of knives, or you need a good backup or secondary knife or a fifth pocket knife, this thing is a winner. No question. Love this thing. I believe Kubi is the OEM on these. Kubi does a phenomenal job on their knives. The Devo Knives Pony Stout is a winner. Kevin Collin continued to put out great designs with great OEMs who are able to build them properly, do a phenomenal job. Love this thing. Let's go ahead and check out another one. So I try not to usually do this, and that's include two knives from the same company, but it's very hard not to include two Kaisers in a video like this. This is the Kaiser Bugai, and I have fallen in love with this thing. My favorite part of the whole knife is this big belly with that awesome swedge right here going to the tip. I have found it very good for scraping and chiseling type tasks. It is just phenomenal. I love it. It's very unique as well. Stonewashed 154 cm blade, fuller running the whole length of the blade. You have that bullet shaped hole there. I absolutely love the Bugai. Great action, great detent. This thing is a banger. You got fine jimping up there on the spine. Wonderful, wonderful micarta. Deep carry, steel rollover clip that is reversible. It's slightly into the micarta, but not enough to give it that odd, goofy look. And they recess the pocket clip screws. You have great access to that liner. We're going to dock another half point because there's no chamfer on that liner, but you do have great access with a chamfer here to get in there. But you got to chamfer that liner, guys. You just got to chamfer it. Just chamfer it. While it's being machined, put a chamfer on there. Put a little bit of jimping with a chamfer there. I mean, it shouldn't cost any more. It's just that little bit of detail that really makes a 9 out of 10, a knife that's a 9 out of 10, go to a 9.5 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. It's the little details that get it to that Grand Slam status, and this is almost there. It's right there. This is definitely a phenomenal knife. Love the Kaiser Bugai. It's not too big, not too small. It's got a great price point. Love the Kaiser Bugai. Let's go ahead and check out one more. I wanted to include this guy because it is absolutely phenomenal. The Megaron QX2. You have a high polish, sandblasted M390 sheep's foot blade. You have a swedge here, a flat here, elongated hole, and a very well done front flipper tab. The jimping goes all the way up and over. It makes using it a dream. The front flipper is very well tuned. The action is great on this thing. The M390 is nice and slicey. You have this beautiful micro milling that is done on these stone washed, bead blasted titanium handles. I love the little Miguron emblem there on the pivot. It keeps the blade nice and clean. Beautiful titanium 3D milled pocket clip, geared titanium backspacer, great access to the lock bar with a chamfer, great ergos, 50-50 choil to choke up and get that good amount of control that you would want. This thing is a fidget beast. It's a slicing machine. Very well done from Miguron, and I cannot wait for what Megaron and AMA have coming up the rest of this year and next year. They are well on their way to going up into the top tiers of best knife companies in the world. They're very close. If they continue to put out this good a quality and machining work and materials, they are going to be up there with the best of the best. Their budget knives are already tops. In my opinion, they have some of the best budget models ever. Miguron is doing some good things. Cannot wait to see what they have in store for us. That'll wrap it up, guys. I hope you found something you liked in this video. If you want to check out some more content from old G-Ball, you can click here on this video. Highly recommend checking out this one here on the right side of your screen. If you are new and not subscribed, hit that G-Ball Vision logo right there in the center of your screen. I would love to have you here. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Answer someone else's comment. Ask a question. Answer a question. Do something. Do anything. I love you guys. And I will catch you on the next one.